Hi folks, welcome to the Cincinnati Razorback Room on this late summer day, and we're at the end of August, okay? Run down to the end of August, having some good times and just amazing things that are happening right now. Labor Day weekend's coming up, hope you're getting ready for that. But today I got something very special for you. That's right, something very special just for you, all of our Star Power baseball fans out there. What we're going to do today is we're going to play a game, a complete game between the 1911 All-Stars, an 18-man roster loaded with Hall of Famers, Cobb, Tris Speaker, Home Run Baker, Ed Walsh, Walter Johnson, all kinds of Hall of Famers on that team, Eddie Collins. Just the names are there, the people are there, just tremendous players on that team. It's an 18-man roster. And that's old school, dead ball at its height. I mean, this is the $100,000 infield. This is Cobb in his prime. Shoeless Joe Jackson as a rookie. This is 1911. And these are all lifetime cards that I'm going to use. So it's going to be a wonderful team that's going to be out there on the field. And they're going to play against the 2021 American League players that I made last year. So I made 36 players in the American League, and I'm going to narrow that down to the top 18. So you're going to see players like Aaron Judge and Josh Donaldson, Giancarlo Stanton, Salvador Perez, Garrett Cole, Robbie Ray, Shohei Ohtani. You're going to see all these, Jose Altuve, all these great players from now, future Hall of Famers, playing against a team from 110 years ago. And it should be a wonderful game. And here's the kicker, guys. For those of you watching this video, you are going to be among the very first people to see, in fact, you're going to be the first people to see a game played on the brand new 2023 game board. That's right, the all brand new 2023 game board. I'm sold out of 2022s. Guys, I can't sell a game until October. It's August. I'm going to go 2 months without selling a game. I'll take pre-orders, but I'm not selling any games until I got the 2023 cards ready to go. And they're not. The cards are not ready. The game boards are ready, but the cards are not ready yet. But you're going to see the very first video produced on the all-new 2023 game board, and I think you're really going to like what you see. Anyway, why don't you just grab something to drink, grab you a snack, sit back for about an hour, and watch as the 1911 All-Stars host the 2021, and it's 1911 American League All-Stars, host the 2021 American League, our All-Stars, in a game of Star Power baseball from the Cincinnati Razorback Room in beautiful downtown Siloam Springs, Arkansas. Here we go, on the game board, Star Power Baseball, that's me in the middle. Now I've got a camera right here that's over the game board. You can see where my hands and everything are. And it's on me, so, oh well, that's the way it is. And this way at least I'm looking at you when I'm looking at the screen. So when I check out what the results are going to be of these guys here, I'm looking at you at the same time, so everything's fine there. I'm Dennis, we're getting ready to go. 1911 versus 2021, 110 years apart. First thing that we do is we spin the event card. Mine is laminated, it's the old injury card, it's the same thing. On a 1, we're going to get an injury. Here we go. And we get a 5, there will be no scheduled injury in this game. All right, leading off for 2011, the starting pitcher, Shohei. Here we go. The infield will be normal unless I say otherwise, which is going to happen a lot against the 1911. Against these guys, there's not a lot of moving the defense. We're going to play deep, we're going to play it careful, and we're going to throw a lot of ground balls, hopefully. Walter Johnson spins. A B, and we'll go by what is on the screen that you see. I will not look at these, I will look at the screen. If I have a problem, I'll pull a close-up and we'll bring you a really good look. Shohei spins on the B from Walter Johnson. Spins a 4, that's a fly ball. The outfield card gets spun, did not land on the error, so we have 1 out. Every time I keep score, I will be behind the camera, so life goes on. You don't want to see me anyway. Okay, second batter for the 2011s, Jose Altuve. Walter Johnson spins another B. Altuve spins and walks. A 9 is a walk. So we're going to take a pip off of Johnson. We're going to turn Altuve over. He's a 45, so we put a 4, 5 at first base. And up comes Aaron Judge. They're going to hold on Altuve at first base. So Altuve is being held at first. By the way, the time right now is 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday. This game should take a little over an hour. I'll tell you what time it is when it's done. Aaron Judge is up. Altuve is not going to steal, but they are holding him on. Johnson spins. Home run minus to Aaron Judge. That's a pretty good spin right there. Judge spins. And we're looking at a 110 line. It's a strikeout because righty to righty, so we're going to take the strikeout. Judge and the clan are not going to dispute the call. They're not going to challenge. They're just going to accept the strikeout. So that's 1 strikeout and 1 walk for Johnson. With the runner on first and 2 outs, that brings up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And this guy bats right-handed. As you can see, he's a right-handed batter. So what we're going to do, holding the runner on first, but we're going to hit and run full count. So that means that we're no longer holding the runner on first. Spin this, anything but batter misses pitch, and you spin the pitcher. Even that result of a D, if it was a normal hit and run, that would be a double play. But it's a full count hit and run, so the guy is going, we're not holding him on, so that means spin the pitcher. Spinning Walter Johnson, he spins, oh boy, look at that, a K-ball. So a strikeout from Walter Johnson on Vlad Guerrero Jr. And after 1/2 of 1 inning, no score. Take him off, put him over here. I have all kinds of card stands everywhere, guys. I've got card stands to hold all my cards. Okay, now we're going to get into the small ball team. Total diametrically opposite teams right here. So we're going with Eddie Collins. Eddie Collins is a sack 355 plus. That means we're going to have to move the first baseman in and the third baseman in, okay? If you look over on what I've got a great third baseman, Matt Chapman, playing third base. He's a 55. Vlad is a 34, so he's a really good first baseman. Collins is not going to drag a bunt, but on any 2 or 12 that he spins, the infield card will spin twice. Spinning Shohei Ohtani. Hit minus. Spinning Eddie Collins. He spins a 12. He's a left-handed batter, so the ball is hit to this side of the infield. First we do an error spin. See if it lands on an error. It does not. Now, if it lands on this space, third base, that'll be a single for Eddie Collins. And it lands on the second base, which is not on the third base, so Collins grounds out. 1 up, 1 down. That brings up Tyrus Raymond Cobb. Infield is in at the corners once again, spinning Shohei Ohtani. And Shohei spins a B to tie Cobb. A little earthquake there, I have to move the go. Cobb spins his spin. And that is a 313. No, that's a 13 straight up. Ohtani will not make him respin. You lose a pip here. Cobb is a 55 plus on at first base. Okay. That brings up Shoeless Joe Jackson. He's a sack 345. Infield will hold the runner here and be in over here. So you have the infield in at the corners with Jackson up, and the team from the past is going to use the hit and run card. And now we go result of hit and run. Here we go. F is a foul ball, spin the pitcher, spinning Ohtani. He spins another hit minus. My goodness. Spinning Shoeless Joe. Shoeless Joe spins a 4. That's a fly ball to the outfield. Shoeless is not going to use a respin. That is 2 outs. Okay. That brings up Speaker. Another 344. These guys are rabbits. They can run and they can hit. Infield's going to hold the runner at first, come in at third, expecting the bunt. Okay? And now, if you're expecting that bunt, even if I use the full count, they're still holding this guy on. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Because they're trying to stop Speaker from bunting. And we're going to use the full count, hit and run. Anything but misses pitch, and he spins the pitcher. Ohtani spins and spins an H minus. That's 3 of those this inning. Speaker spins his first spin. It's a 12. He's a lefty. If it lands on third base, there's no error spin with the runner on base. If it lands on the third base pop, base hit, and Cobb will go to third. It does not. 3 outs with a runner left on base. At the end of a full inning, this is a scoreless ball game. Wow. Okay, and in this game, I don't have any rules about, oh, your pitcher can only pitch 3 innings. This is just a game between these 2 teams. Now, the team on this side over here, this team, I made an 18-man squad, as I told you in the prelim, from all of them. So we're down to the best. So basically, it's 2 all-star teams, 2 18-man all-star teams going against each other. The batter is Giancarlo. Johnson spins, and he spins a G. Spin the ground ball card for an error spin, and we get an F. Almost got that E, but that is not an E. 1 down. And now, traded shortstop to the Twins is Carlos Correa. They're not in for him either. Johnson spins a walk minus. Spinning Carlos, and he spins, what do you got there? A 6-5 line, and Johnson's a righty, Carlos is a righty. Johnson will take the 6, man. Johnson will take the 6. They're not going to dispute the call, make an error spin, and we get an F once again. So, 2 down. If we're getting that same result, that means that might be sticking a little bit, so we'll fix that. Coming to bat, Starling Marte, sack 155. Will he bunt as a sack 1? They don't think so, so they're going to play the infield back. Marte will not bunt. Johnson spins. That's a G. Spin the error card right there. No E. 3 up, 3 down. At the end of 1.5, still scoreless ball game. For the 1911s upcoming now is we just made the last out with him. Home run Frank Baker. Here we go. Infield will play. And at the corners, he's at 343. He can bunt. And Ohtani looks in, gets a sign, and spins. And gets that H minus again. So we're going to pop that up a little bit because he's landed on that too many times. Okay. And in the same spot. It's what you do when your stiff spinners are doing that. What do you got there? I got a 6. I'm going to have to zoom on this, guys. I'm going to have to zoom on this one here. I've got to do that. Let's crop down to this. Make that real big here. That's a 6. Okay. I'm trying here, guys. I'm giving it my best shot. All right. Let's move that just a tad. Up just a bit. Yeah. All right, what do we got here? Let's go back, crop that down a little bit. Make it happen again. Too much there. Let's go back this way some. And then make it bigger. How are we looking now? Make it a little smaller. I know, too much bull crap, isn't it? So no more zoom ins. After I get this fixed, no more zoom ins. No more zooming in. All right. And we'll just live with what we got there. That'll work. All right. Back to the action. Baker is out. Error spin. And do we have an error? No. We have P5. So one down. Six is middle. We got to look at something. Ranges on these shortstop and second baseman. Correa 5-3, Altuve 4-2. So no danger of the middle ground ball getting through. Okay. Stuffy McGinnis is up. I know that took a while, and you guys are probably bored to death, but hey, stay with me. Stuffy McGinnis is up. He's at 334 once again, and at the corners. Spinning Ohtani. We get another H walk line. H minus walk line. More on the H minus. We're going to take it as an H minus. Spinning Stuffy McGinnis. And he spins, that is on the 3. We're calling that, oh man, that's a tough call right there. Yeah, that's a 3. Small as it is, it's going to be a 3. Let's see what happens. Spin the 3 card. And the spin comes to number 4. So we pull out the 4 card. The 4 card says spin the outfield card. Use the inner circle to see who fields the ball. It's fielded by the right fielder. I believe that is Aaron Judge. Now you spin it again to see what happens. A. On A, batter safe at second, runners advance 2 bases. So Stuffy McGinnis just hit a double. That's a 2-base hit with 1 out. Lose a pip. McGinnis is a 34 at second base. Brings up Birdie Cree, the designated hitter. DH Birdie Cree. All right, spinning Ohtani. A B. Oh, by the way, 344. They're in at the corners. Spinning Birdie Cree. He spins at 2. That's a pulled ground ball. He's a right-hander, so it's either going to go to third or short. There's a man on second, so we won't make an error spin. We just make a location spin. If it lands on third base, that's a base hit. It does not. Okay, so the ball is hit to the shortstop. Now we go here. If it lands on a color, you do what the color says. F, he freezes at second. Runner is out at first base. So straight up ground ball. They look him back. Fielded by the shortstop, looks him back, fires to first for the out. That brings up shortstop Jack Berry. He's a 51. So when these guys hit a 6, it's going to be crucial on this side over here. So Berry's a 51. He's at sack 342. He bats right-handed. So the only one that's going to move in is going to be the third's a 55. I'm bringing in the third baseman, Matt Chapman, to be even with the bag to cut off the bunt. Say spin the pitcher. Here we go. Ohtani spins a B. Spinning Jack Berry. Berry spins. A 14 is an infield pop out. That's 3 up, 3 away. After 2, there's no score. No more close-ups, guys. No more zooms. We'll just play the game. Play it how it's meant to be played. How about that? How about that? All right. Now up. Bottom top of the third. Sal Perez infields back. Walter Johnson pitches and throws a home run minus. Sal Perez spins. A 7. That's a single. Walter will not make him respin. Takes the single. First hit for the 2021s. Sal Perez is a 0-1 runner. Johnson loses a pip. And that brings up Matt Chapman. They will not hold Sal Perez on. If he wants to try to steal, the catcher is going to get him. Our catcher over here is a 45. That's Ira Thomas. Don't think Sal's going to run. So they're going to kind of keep him close but not play in enough. Just faking back, you know, the step fake, step fake, step fake. Okay, here we go. Spinning the pitcher. That's a B. Spinning the batter. That's an infield pop-up from Chapman. Will not use a respin. That's the first out in the inning. That brings up the leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Walter Johnson spins a B to Shohei Ohtani. Walter's going to use a respin. And he spins this time a B once again. Ohtani spins and strikes out. Cannot respin a K. Strikeout number 3 for Walter Johnson. That brings up Jose Altuve. They won't hold the runner. They're going to do a full count hit and run. Spinning. Did not land on batter misses pitch. Good to go. Altuve gets in the box. All good. Everybody can see everything now. Spinning Walter Johnson. And that, my friends, is an X. That's a hit batter. So Altuve gets plunked by a pitch. Let's see if he's hurt. Lands on the one, we have to read a chart. It did not. So Altuve, Johnson loses a pip, first of all. The runner Perez goes to second. Altuve is a 45. So he goes to first. 2 runners on with 2 outs. That brings up Aaron Judge. Gotta mark it down. Aaron Judge. Everybody's back as far as they can go without being in the outfield. Walter spins an F. That's an F. Yes, it is. You going to use your respin, Aaron? Not yet. He is not. That's the 3rd out. Walter too good to use a respin on an F. Not this early in the game. All right. That brings up bottom of the order here, number 9 hitter, Ira Thomas. He's at 323, so they're going to move the third baseman in. They'll stay back at first. Shohei spins. That's a B. Spinning Ira Thomas. That is a 6. That's a ground ball middle. Error spin. Not an error. 1 out. Eddie Collins is up, and once again the infield will play in at the corners. Collins will attempt the drag bunt. We're going to go on the outer circle now. He's a sack 3. Outer circle is sack 3. He gets to choose between the F, which is a foul ball, spin the pitcher, or G, which is ground ball on the ground, spin inner circle. So we're going with the G, spinning the inner circle now. The inner circle, it's hard to read up there, but it says 2B44, 3B45. The second baseman is Altuve. He's a 42, so they lose just on Altuve not being a 44. So that means that Collins gets his choice between the out and the safe. So that means that Eddie Collins has just bunted his way on to first base. He's a 55 plus. Ohtani loses a pip. That's going to stir some activity in the bullpen for the 2021s. They're going to get up Garrett Cole and Robbie Ray. Both are getting up in the bullpen for the 2021s. So as you can see, it's an all-star team, guys. I mean, you got Ohtani. And by the way, since Ohtani is the DH and the pitcher, he gets to stay in the game even if he's taken out as a pitcher. All right, here we go with a runner on first. Ty Cobb's up, and Eddie Collins is going to attempt a stolen base. So we use the stealing bases card. Outer circle. Holding the runner drops him to a 5-4. Okay, he's a 5-4 because a 5-5 plus drops 5 plus drops 2 points. So that drops him down to a 5-4. Okay. So it says here S2A1 or safe, and he is safe at second base. So Collins bunted his way on using speed and stealing a base. Wow. That's what this team's got to do if they plan on winning the game. That brings up Ty Cobb with strike 1 on the batter. They're still going to play in at the corners. Cobb juicing right here. Here he goes. Bam. Spin the pitcher. Hit minus. Got to do it twice, Tyrus. That's a 13. 13 is a single. Hit minus takes it away. Have to respin. Cobb respins. What do you see? I see a 1-6 line. A 1-6 line. Isn't that what you see up there? Yeah, that's what I see. I mean, I'm 8 feet away from the screen. I see a 1-6 line. So instead of doing the close-up little doodad, I'm just going to go look at the screen. And I see, yes, a 1-6 line. That thing's touching the line. That's a line. I'm calling it a line, man. Because if you look at it in reality, it's almost in the middle of one. But that's all right. I'm going 1-6 line. The team over here is going to dispute the call. They're going to challenge a 1-6 line. Their challenge spin is the outside circle. Challenging it with a 2. That stopped rather abruptly, but that's the way it works. The other team must spin a 2 or higher. Only thing that beats them is 1. And they spin a 1. The call on the field is overturned. It's a ground ball up the middle. It's a 6. The challenge is upheld. The call on the field is overturned. Okay. A 6 is a grounder up the middle. We get the ground ball card out. See who it's hit to. It is hit to the shortstop. That's Carlos Correa. We're going by the outside lines now. The colors are all that matters. It did not land on a color. So since it is up the middle, it's hit to this side, he won't advance unless it lands on a color. An A. A D, he'd be out. An A, it's an advance. An F is hold your base, and an E would be an error. So right now it lands on no color, so he holds because it was over here. Had it been over here, he would have advanced. Cobb grounds out for the second out on a challenge by the 21s. Here comes Shoeless Joe Jackson spinning the pitcher. Spinning Ohtani. He spins a big time B. Shoeless Joe gets in the box and spins a 2 ground ball. Pulled. Remember our infield's in. Take it, do it. Lands on first base. It's a single. It does not. That's the third out. What a ball game, huh? 0-0. Both pitchers pitching extremely well. So Collins, who got on a bunt and stole second, dies at second base. Johnson has 10 pips and 3 respins left. Ohtani 2 respins and 5 pips left. That brings up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. from Walter Johnson. Johnson spins a B to Vlad Guerrero Jr. Vlad spins a fly ball. 4 is a fly ball. If it lands on the E, it would be an error, but it does not. That's a pulled fly ball out. 1 down. That brings up Giancarlo. Spinning Walter Johnson. Walter spins a walk minus. So there it is. 7 is a single. So Giancarlo singles. One of the things about the pitchers in this, they're pretty scared on this team here to make the batter respin because of that home run. Yeah, that's one of the things that's going to happen. Giancarlo was a 24, so we put a 4 and a 2 out there at first base. And that brings up Carlos Correa. They'll hold the big boy on, Giancarlo, they'll hold him on. They won't hit and run. Carlos is going to swing away. Walter spins. A B. Correa spins. And what do we got up on the big board? A 6-5 line. A 6-5 line. I'm going to have to get up and examine this again. Oh, you guys are making me do my aerobics today. Guys, that is not a 6-5 line. That is a 5 right in the dead center of the 5. Dead smack dab in the middle of the 5. Walter says, nah, we will make you respin that. In danger of that home run, Carlos spins, and he spins a 3 right in the smack dab middle of the 3. You can see that. All right, so we spin the 3 card. Spinning the 3 card again lands on the 4. The 4 means spin the outfield card. It's going to right field, spin it again. R3, range 3 for right field. The right fielder for them is Shoeless Joe Jackson. He's a range 5, so he will take the X. X, batter out at second, all other runners advance 2 bases. So you have a single by Carlos Correa. He is put out trying for second on an assist by Shoeless Joe Jackson. So Joe shows off a little arm, throwing him out at second base. But you got a runner on third now with 2 away. And the batter is Starling Marte. 2 outs, runner on. Not allowing a base runner, don't lose a pip. It's a hit, but he didn't allow a base runner. We only take off pips for base runners. Spinning Walter Johnson with 2 outs. We got a B. Starling Marte spins. Strikeouts. Don't need to respin that because you cannot. Strikeout number 4 for Johnson. We're through 3.5 innings right now with a no-score ball game. Score 0-0. I like this kind of stuff, man. This is a pitcher's duel from way, way back, I'm telling you. All right, Johnson's down to 2 respins, 9 pips. Ohtani 2 respins, 5 pips. Pretty even game right now. Bullpen's hot for the 21s. You got the number 4 batter up, Trist Speaker. Ohtani spins, infield's in at the corners. B to Speaker. I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit. Speaker spins, a 7. That's a base hit. Ohtani will not make him respin. 4th hit allowed by Ohtani, loses pip. Speaker is a 44 on first base, brings up home run Baker. They will hit and run, holding the runner in at third, and they're going to hit and run. Lots of that happening. The hit and run card spun. P, spin the pitcher, runner is going. Spinning Ohtani. He spins a B. Spin the batter, spinning HRB. He spins a 2 ground ball, that's pulled. They were holding the runner at first. Spin a location if it's a first base. What do you got? What do you got? That is right on the line. Home field advantage gives the choice to the home team. That ball is hit to the first baseman, can't get to it. He goes to third. Home run Baker has a single. 43. At first. Ohtani down another pip. He's down to 3 pips. That's a single for Baker, and we got some action going because of the running game. One thing, speed never slumps. That's an old saying. Now you got Stuffy McGinnis up. The infield is in at first and third, back at second and short, trying for the double play. They're going to allow 1 run to score. So you got Stuffy McGinnis coming up. Here we go. What are you going to do? And with nobody out, they're going to hit and run from first base. That sounds like the thing to do to me. Hitting and running. Here we go. Foul ball, spin the pitcher. Runner holds. K, strikeout. Ohtani reaches back and gets him one right there. Now, I'll tell you, we're using the ground rule of the broken 10, like I told you in the beginning of the deal. That's basically an H walk minus, so McGinnis has to spin. Anything but a hit, he's out. All right, that's a 7, is that correct? Yes, he must respin. Here we go. That's a 14, that's an infield pop-up, so not a strikeout. Nobody advances. And that's 1 down. The broken 10 rule is in effect, man. I'm using the broken 10 rule. I love the broken 10 rule. I think it's wonderful. Okay. That brings up Birdie Creed with 1 out. Sack 344. Infield's in at the corners, back at second and short for the double play. Birdie Creed is going to try and do a safety squeeze. Safety squeeze. Let's see what happens. All right, sack 3 he is. I must excuse myself for a moment to get the rule book. I have my choice between L and A, so I have to get the rule book out. Even I have to go to the rule book. So I don't know all these results. I just write them down. Okay. Oh, man. Doesn't get no more exciting than this. Because a 1 run could mean this game, I'm telling you. Ground ball, pull, location, advance game. Let's find that sacrifice bunt. There it is. Sacrifice bunt, safety squeeze. L, successful sacrifice. All runners holding a PL, sacrifice. He's a sack 3. You can see it. It lands on the sack 3. I'm choosing L, successful sacrifice. All other runners advance 1 base. So you got a sacrifice bunt that advances 2 runners. A perfect bunt. And that's the first run allowed by Ohtani. No pips taken off because it was not a base runner allowed. Birdie Cree, the DH, safety squeeze comes through. How about that? Brings up Jack Berry with 2 outs. He's at 342. They're going to play in at the corners. Here we go for Ohtani. He gets a BW line. It's on the B. On the B. Here we go. 4 is a fly ball to the outfield. No error spin with the runner on base. But 1911 draws first blood. 1911 draws first blood. Ohtani down to 3 pips, 2 respins. He still has yet to use a respin. Man, isn't this awesome? This is just a great game right here. Just a great game. Just a great, great ball game. Okay. Whew. Wearing me out, I'm telling you. All right, Johnson to Salvador Perez. Here we go. Spinning the pitcher. You got a G, that's a ground ball. Spinning ground ball card, not an error. Sal Perez is the first out. Matt Chapman. B. Spinning Matt Chapman. Strikes out. 5th strikeout for the big train. That brings up the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Walter throws. Ground ball, error spin. It does not land on the E. Close, but it doesn't do it for the 3rd out. 4.5 innings in the book. 1-0, 1911. Wow. This is fun. Ira Thomas, bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 5th, I'm sorry. Once again, in at 1st and 3rd, a B to Thomas, the catcher, number 9 hitter. 12, he's a right-handed batter. If it lands on first base, it'll be a single. First, the error spin, not an error. Now the location spin. Did not land on first base. 1 out. Brings up Eddie Collins, who bunted and stole a base last time. Infield's in at the corners. Shohei rocks, kicks, and fires. Hit minus to Eddie. That's the 2nd time Eddie's gotten that result. Spinning Eddie, and this time he gets a 9. That's a walk. Cannot respin a walk. And he's a 5-5 plus. Pip gone. 1 out, runner on first base. That brings up Ty Cobb. Gonna hit and run. You gotta use it, man. Otherwise these guys are just gonna stagnate. Spinning the hit and run card. It looks like the P, spin the pitcher. That's close to that X. That would have been a double play. Cobb spins. What do you got? I got a 4-11 line. That's a double or, and that'll score Speaker or Collins. That'll score him, or an 8. So Ohtani is going to burn his first respin, saying Cobb spin again. Spinning Cobb for the 2nd time. He spins a 2 ground ball. If it lands on first base, no error spin. If it lands on first base, it'll be a hit. It does. That's a hit. He's running. He goes to 3rd. Cobb 55 plus stays here. And you have runners on the corners. The Rabbits are running, boys and girls. 6th hit given up by Ohtani. He's down to 1 pip. And you got speed on the base paths. What do you think Cobb's going to do with Shoeless Joe up? Well, they're going to hold him and be in at 3rd. Got a runner right there with 2 out, with 1 out. Double play gets you out of the inning. Ohtani going to rock, kick, and fire. Shoeless Joe is going to swing away. Not going to run. Hit walk minus, or a hit minus, or a walk. It's on the line. Shoeless Joe will take the walk. Spins. Ho ho. Foul ball. Not a walk, so he spins again. And he gets a 7-12 line. 7-12 line. They've already used their challenge, cannot challenge again. Righty to lefty. Lefty gets the advantage. That's going to be a base hit into right or center. We're going to see where it goes. It goes to, it says left field, but that'll be a corner outfielder, so it goes to the right fielder. They're going to throw the ball to second base because Cobb streaks to third. Jackson, 45, and Ohtani is tired. The top three guys are causing some problems for the big boys from 2021. Okay, Ohtani's tired. That means the K changes out to a B. He's going to burn that. He is toast. In comes Robbie Ray. So you got bam, bam. He goes 4 1/3. And then you got Robbie Ray. Ray, a power left-hander Cy Young Award winner, is a 6-inning pitcher with 1 respin. 7 pips, 1 respin. Speaker up, singled and scored last inning. You got Joe Jackson on first. They're going to hit and run. The Rabbits are running, guys. You got to do it with this team. BH line, no, it's on the B. That means spin the batter. Don't even spin the pitcher. Spin the batter. Spinning Speaker. He gets a 2-7 line. Be a ground out. They're not going to challenge, but Speaker is going to use 1 of his 2 respins. Spinning for the second time, Speaker gets a double, and guys, that clears the bases. Speaker goes to second base. He's a 44. On a 2-run double with everybody Rabbits on the paths. Jackson scores. Cobb scores. All runs charged to Ohtani. Put Speaker on second base with 1 out. Ray loses a pip for giving up a double. And HRB's up. Home run Baker. Infield's at the corners once again. Here's Robbie Ray. Gets a B to home run Baker. Baker spins and gets a 14 infield pop-up, and he will accept that. 2 down for Stuffy McGinnis. Oops, a dropped home run Baker into the abyss. Sometimes I disappear like that. Robbie Ray, again, infield's in at the corners. Trying to prevent that, not single. McGinnis. What do you got there? It's a 2 ground ball with a runner on, 2 outs. That's the 3rd out. However, the Rabbits were running and put up a 3 spot. At the end of 5 complete, 4-0. The Rabbits. Johnson still cruising along. Brings up Jose Altuve. Altuve spinning Walter Johnson to Altuve. He spins an X. That's a hit batter. Let's see if he hurts Altuve. What do you got? He's not hurt. He takes his base. That's the 2nd time that he has hit Jose Altuve. Maybe he just don't like him. Altuve is a 45. Down by 4 with Judge up. They are not going to run. Here goes Johnson. That's a B. Spinning Aaron Judge. That's a 7. He'll take it. Where's it to? It's pulled. It'll be over here somewhere. To left field. Altuve stops at second base. No need to throw the ball. Brings up Vlad Guerrero Jr. Spinning Walter Johnson. A B. Spinning Vlad Guerrero Jr. A 13. Johnson says, eat it, man. We're up by 4. We'll take it. The ball is hit to left field. We'll throw to third base. You score, you stop. 1-3 for Vlad. And the 2021s are on the board. And the score is now 4-1. Johnson, I think, lost. Okay, he was at 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. He's down to 6. Okay. That brings up Giancarlo. 2 runners on, and guys, did you see what I did? Have you seen what I did? Who caught this? I just now caught it. They've done all this with 3 outs. None of this counts, guys. I've got to put everything back. Giancarlo's back. Vlad Guerrero's back. Aaron Judge is back. Altuve's back. That was 3 outs. No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. I just put it in the wrong inning. My bad. There are no outs. I have it right. We've got it all right. Sometimes when I get on these boards like this, I get crazy. All right. Giancarlo's up. There's nobody out. So let me put that over here. There we go. Nobody out. Spinning to Giancarlo. A B. Giancarlo spins and walks. Loads the bases. Second walk. Lose a pip. And at 24. It had me worried there for a minute. I thought there was 2 or 3 outs and I'm doing this. No, they went down 1, 2, 3 in the 5th. We're in the top of the 6th. Okay, so we lost our pip. We're going to get some bullpen activity out for the big boys over here for the Rabbits. We're going to get up Smokey Joe Wood. We're going to get up Veen Gregg. So we got up a lefty and a righty. Veen Gregg gets up. Smokey Joe Wood gets up. All right. Bases loaded. The go-ahead run is at the plate in the form of Carlos Correa. Spinning Walter Johnson. Infield is back. Infield's back. They're going to allow the run. A B to Carlos. Spinning Carlos. 7. Walter will use a respin. Respinning Carlos, and he spins looks like a 7 again. No, it's a 2. Spins a ground ball. This run scores. Shortstop gets it. And a D. Is that a D? Do I see a D? Yes, double play. So no RBI for Correa. Runners are now at second and third. Excuse me, there's a runner on third and second. Yeah, runner on second and third. Bam, bam. He scores. He's out. Double play. Johnson gets a pip back. Correa is out. But you got to run in. And that's another earned run there. It's 1. Got it. Everything's good. All right, you got runners on second, third, 2 out. Starling Marte from Walter Johnson. Walk minus. Yeah, if I get kind of mixed up, live with it, guys. I'm old. Here's Marte. 8's a fly ball. Marte does have a respin with 2 runners on. He is going to use it. First respin for them. Here's Marte's second spin, and he gets a ground ball for the 3rd out. But they push 1 in. At the end of 5.5. The score 4-1. Favor of the Rabbits. 4-1. Favor of the Rabbits. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Bertie Cree. Robbie Ray stays on the hill. Cole is still warmed up. They're going to put another pitcher from the bullpen out right now. They're going to warm up Raisel Iglesias. Getting late in the game, going to get the arms going. Robbie Ray spins. Bertie Creed, who drove the first run in with a sacrifice fly or sacrifice bunt, spins a B. He gets a, looks like an 11. It is an 11. Ray burns his respin. Creed respins. A 2 ground ball. Goes to the third baseman. It's a hit. No error. Location spin. Shortstop. 1 down. All right, you got Jack Berry. Robbie Ray out there in the 6th. They're going to replace him with a now warmed up, ready to go, Raisel Iglesias. He's an R2. +4 is 6. That year he pitched 2 innings a shot. So Ray goes 1 1/3. And you got Iglesias. Okay, spinning Iglesias to Jack Berry. That's K. No doubt about that, is there? It's first strikeout for the team. Brings up Ira Thomas. Once again, infield at third this time. Thomas, not the threat the other guys are, not the rabbit. And he gets a 12. That would be over here. So it's not, you just make an error spin. No need for a location spin. And that's 3 up, 3 down. Clean inning. Bam. The Guns are going to get another pitcher warming up in the pen for the 7th. That pitcher is going to be Jordan Romano. Jordan Romano is going to get up in the pen for the 21s. All right. Walter Johnson still cruising. He's got 6 pips and a respin left. Up is Sal Perez. Johnson to Perez, that looks like an F. That is an F. Perez will not make a respin, he doesn't have it. That's 1 out. Brings up Matt Chapman, spinning the pitcher. That's a B. Spinning Chappie. Fly ball. Spinning the outfield card, not an E. 2 down. Brings up Shohei Ohtani, the DH. Spinning Walter, minus home run. Shohei spins. 7. What do you got on the deal up there? It looks like a 2 up there. Okay, I got to get up, check it out, see what it says. It is a 2. We'll take it. I go by what's on the TV screen. It's that way you guys at home, I don't have to tell you that it's crooked or whatever it is. So it's a 2 ground ball. Not an error. 3 up, 3 down. We're through 6.5 innings. Scores 4-1. Eddie Collins, top of the order, is up. Raisel Iglesias, 2nd inning of work. H walk minus, hit walk minus. Spinning Eddie Collins. That's a hit walk minus, spin him over. Singles anyway. Collins in the 7th leads off with a base hit. His 2nd hit of the game puts him down to 5 pips. Collins has walked, singled, stole a base, and scored a run, 55 plus. Iglesias holds him on, moves in over here for Ty Cobb. Cobb says, whoa, baby, let's steal 2nd base. He gives Eddie, I'm going to take sign. Collins is going right now, guys. Here he goes. Stealing 2nd, and he is error. That's on the error. Sal Perez sails the ball into center field. Collins takes 2nd and goes to 3rd on the error by Sal Perez. SB, E2. 2nd stolen base given up by Perez, both to Eddie Collins. Error on Sal Perez. Look at this now. We've got a runner on 3rd and nobody out. We lost the pip. Cobb's up. Infield is completely in. Spinning Raisel. B, gonna use a respin. Spins that K. Sit down, Tyrus Raymond. 1 down. Well, he's got a broken K. He gets to spin. Hit walk minus. Hit walk minus. 6. That's an out. If it's an out on the first spin on a broken K rule on a K, that's a strikeout. 1 down. Love this broken K. Broken K again on Shoeless Joe. Here goes Rizal. Infield's all the way in. Rizal's going to use another respin. Spinning Rizal. B. Shoeless Joe spins and gets a 4. Shoeless Joe's going to use a respin. He spins the second time and gets a 2. Ground ball. Infield is all the way in. This is a pulled ground ball, so it will either go to the second baseman or the first baseman. You use the card infield, play at the plate. Spinning the infield card. It says that the ball is hit to third base. That's a corner infielder. That means the first baseman picks up the ball. That is Vlad Guerrero Jr. Use the outer ring. The outer ring is a 33. The 33, Vlad Guerrero Jr. is a 34. He gets his choice between fielder's choice, safe at home, safe at first, or out at first with the H, out at first, runner holds at third. They will take the H. So Jackson hits a ground out, runner holds at third base. There are now 2 outs. You cannot drag bunt with a runner on third base. It's against the rules. Speaker's up with 2 outs. Infield's back. He can't bunt his way on. They're at normal depth. Not with 2 outs, a runner on third. You can't do it. So Iglesias spins. And spins a K. That's a broken K. Spinning Speaker. The first spin is a 2. That's a strikeout. Turns it into a 10. He can't respin that. Cannot respin that. So he strikes out on a broken K. Iglesias' third strikeout. They do not score with a run on third and nobody out. Iglesias slams the door. That is 3. Yes, you got Cobb, Jackson, Speaker. Out, out, out. Man, what a defense right there. Iglesias does his job. He's done. Johnson's still out there, man. We're going to the 8th. Johnson's still going strong. 1 respin, 6 pips left. Here he goes to Jose Altuve. He's hit him twice. Doesn't get him the third time. Jose comes up and just, what do you got? I got a 6-10. No, it's a 6. That's a ground ball up the middle. They've got a weak shortstop. If it lands on shortstop on the location spin, that gives Altuve a base hit. Or he can burn a respin because he's got a respin. What would you do in this situation? I know what I'm going to do. I am going to take the chance of spinning that respin for Altuve. What would have happened? Spin the ground ball card, it would have landed on the shortstop, would have been a single. Altuve spins a ground ball. Right side, or left side. Error spin. No. 1 out. Okay. Aaron Judge. Here we go. A B to Aaron Judge. Judge spins. What do you got? That's a home run, boys and girls. That one's out of the ballpark. Long and gone. Take Johnson down to 5 pips. Makes it a 4-2 ball game. Brings up Vlad Guerrero Jr. Spinning Walter. A B. Vlad Guerrero Jr. A 14. He will burn his respin. Spinning Vlad. An 8. That's a fly ball. Not an error. 2 down. Brings up Giancarlo. Spinning Giancarlo. There's a B, spinning Giancarlo. 12's a grounder, he'll respin that. Spinning in for the second time. Strike 3. Number 6 for Walter Johnson. And the inning ends, they score 1 on the home run by Aaron Judge. After 7.5, the score is 4-2 in favor of the 11s. Here goes a new pitcher, Jordan Romano. He's a 1-4, so he'll get 5 pips, 4 respins. Liam Hendricks gets up in the bullpen. He's up along with Garrett Cole. They're saving Cole in case it goes extras, and they'll have him for extras. Okay, that brings up home run Baker. Infield's in at the corners. Romano spins. He'll use a respin. Don't take a B. And instead, he drills him. This is not how it's supposed to work, guys. You're not supposed to use a respin and hit a guy. Goodness gracious. HRB is a 43. I call him HRB, Home Run Baker. I just like HRB. I think it's awesome. That brings up Stuffy McGinnis, who's also a 334. They're going to bring the infield in at the corners. They're going to hit and run. Just because it's late in the game doesn't mean we get tired of doing this stuff. Spinning the hit and run. Foul ball, spin the pitcher. Spinning Jordan Romano. B. He's going to burn a respin. Spinning again. A W. Oh, not good. Spinning McGinnis. An 8's not a 9. Respin McGinnis. 13. Stops him at second. See if it goes to right field. Goes to center. Will stop him at second base. Okay, McGinnis is a 34. Jordan Romano is not having a whole lot of good luck. Okay, that brings up Birdie Cree with 2 runners on. He's down to 3 pips, 2 respins. Cree with 2 on and nobody out is going. The infield is in at the corners. He's going to lay down a sacrifice bunt. Straight up sacrifice this time. Spinning the sack card. And you get a P on the sack card. You see the P. The P on the sack card is, let's check it out. Sack P, pop up, batters out, runners hold. Okay, so you got a pop out. It'd be the same as spinning a 14. So that's an unsuccessful sacrifice. 1 down. Brings up Jack Berry. Infield's empty corners. They're not going to do anything fancy this time. That's another B. Going to use another respin. Spins this time and spins another B. Berry spins. A 12. That's a ground ball oppo. That would be over this side right here. Ball's hit to the second baseman. Jose Altuve picks it up. He's a P4. Altuve is a P4. You get your choice between double play or advance. Altuve wins the spin. He takes the double play. So you got a double play. No runs scored. That's the 3rd out. And he would regain a pip if you were going to use him again, which we are not. Don't like to use those R1s more than 1 inning. That's why Iglesias was so good in R2+4. Holy cow, my oh my. Walter Johnson going to try to finish this one out. It is 4-2. The bullpen is ready with Veen Gregg and Smokey Joe Wood at the all ready to go. But Veen Gregg takes a seat, and up in the pen, strolling out there, the closer, and Walsh. Here comes Carlos Correa to the plate. Walter Johnson rocks, kicks, fires, and throws a home run minus. Carlos spins, and a looks like a 4. Carlos has not used his respin. He will use it right now. Spinning Correa. Ground ball 6. Now, if it goes to the shortstop, I believe that's Barry's at 1. Let me look here. Second, shortstop, 51. If it lands, first we do an error spin. Okay, error spins first. It's not an error. If it lands on the shortstop, that's a single. It did not. That is a ground out. 1 away. Correa burned his respin and grounded out. Starling Marte is up. Okay, we have anybody with a respin? We do. We're going to pinch hit for Starling Marte with Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez pinch hitting for Starling Marte. Okay. Spinning Johnson. B. Spinning Jose. 13. Johnson will not burn his final respin. That's a single for Jose Ramirez. 7th hit for these guys. Jose Ramirez is a 4-5 plus. Johnson loses his pip, which he did. He's down to 5. Brings up Sal Perez. And they're going to pinch hit Sal Perez with Josh Donaldson. Tying runs at home plate. Holding the runner on first. Johnson rocks, kicks, fires a B to Josh Donaldson. Donaldson spins. At 12, he will use his respin. Spinning Donaldson. Singles to left field. To center field. That would stop at second base. Josh Donaldson is now on base. He's a 2-5 plus. Good base runner. Brings up Matt Chapman. Chapman has a respin remaining. This is getting down to the nitty-gritty. The go-ahead potential run with 1 out is at home plate. Chapman steps in. Johnson rocks, kicks, fires. A B. Chapman spins. A 6. What does it look like up there? That's a 6. He's going to make him use a respin. There you go. Chapman uses that respin. Spinning Chapman. A 13. Single to the outfield. Who's a 2? Center field. Speaker is a 55. This run makes absolutely no difference at all. He stops at third. Goes to second. Chapman at 0-0. Goes to first. If that would have been the tying run, I would have probably tried to score, but it's not. And I've got 2 runners in scoring position. Why risk an out and put my other guys up there when I can have the bases loaded with 1 out, and I've got the guns blazing coming up right now. Big, nasty, big old home run power hitters. Infield will play back. Johnson's trying to finish the game out. 3 pips, 1 respin. Infield's back for the double play with 1 out in the top of the 9th. Spin the pitcher. Hit minus. There you go. Shohei laughs, giggles, and spins. Spins at 13. That's a hit minus. He must respin. Bam! Here he goes. And he gets a 10. That's a strike. Look at that. Oh, man. I got to walk it up, man. That's close. That's too close to call from 15 feet away. I got to look it up. And of course, I said it right on it, didn't I? Dadgummit. Oh! I'll tell you what, as bad as I hate to do this, that was just about the stupidest thing that I could have done right there. I'm going to respin Shohei Ohtani. Doing it. 12 is a ground ball. That's the only fair thing I can see. I couldn't call the line. I couldn't do it because I screwed that up. My goodness, Dennis. Good grief. Okay, so you got a 12. Oppo grounder over here. Infield's back for the double play. The ball's hit to the shortstop. He's a 5-1. P5. He is a P5. So this is going to be an A. Advance, advance, advance. On the ground out by Ohtani. Oh, well, I mean, look at what you do. Could have been cool. Instead, it was real cool. All right. It's an RBI for Ohtani. And 2 outs. Johnson trying to finish it now. He's hit Altuve twice. He's busted him twice. Here we go. What do you got? I got a KB line. They can't challenge. They call it a strikeout. Ball game over. Wow. Wow. Altuve doesn't get to play. Holy cow. KB line. Ball game's over. We'll go to the post-game show right after this. Well, what a ball game. Oh, man. I mean, holy cow. Now, I get confused. When I'm doing these videos, I have to apologize. I get confused in some of the things that I do, and I try to move too quick, and I get caught up in the moment. I mean, I forget that I'm on a video. Sometimes I just forget, and I'm playing the game. The Star Power Baseball is so exciting that you just kind of lose yourself in the game. And I know I had the blunder there with Ohtani. I don't know. I'm gonna go back and kick myself for that, but hey, it is what it is, and we move on, and it's only a game. Enjoy. Anyway, I got to tell you some of the really highlights of this right here with Jose Altuve getting hit twice by Walter Johnson. Walter Johnson going the distance like he did so many times. The guy threw 111 shutouts, man. He deserves to go the distance. All these strikeout dudes, Johnson averages about 6.5 strikeouts a game. He struck out 8 of these guys. Whiffed 8 of them. They couldn't hit the big bomb when they needed it. Johnson used all of his prowess in this so that he could throw a complete game. Gave up 9 hits, struck out 7, walked 2, hit 2 batters, gave up a home run to Aaron Judge. But it was a solo homer, so it didn't really hurt that bad. On the other hand, Shohei Ohtani pitched well, but he gave up 7 hits and 4 1/3. Walked a batter, did not strike out anybody. The split 10 rule came into effect twice. It was great to see that happen. Then when you got Robbie Ray and Raisel Iglesias and Giordano Romano coming in, it just leads to a great game. I mean, just a wonderful game. 4 runs scored in the time that Ohtani was in. He gave up all 4, and usually that's enough for him to win, but not today. A 4-3 ball game is how it comes out, and that team from 1911 stole 2 bases, scored the runs on sacrifice bunts, hit and run, extra base hit here and there, pushing runners, taking first and third. That's how they played the game, and you guys will totally enjoy this. Now, I'm going to make you a special offer. I don't have any games for sale, guys. I'm sorry, I'm going to throw that over there. I don't have any games for sale right now. I can't sell you a game. You can pre-order the games. They're $99. That includes shipping over the U.S. That's the way it is. I don't even know what cards are going to be in it yet. Wait till October. You can order them. I don't care. That's fine. But you saw those cards that were on the table. There are 18 National Leaguers, 18 American 1911 All-Stars. I'm going to make you a deal. You can get all 36 cards. All 36 cards that were used in the rosters today. All 36 cards, including shipping, for $12. That's usually going to be more than that because I got to sort out those cards and cut 18s and It's not as easy as that. $12. That includes shipping out to you. You can pick it up. Email me. Go to our Facebook page. What we're not having is new guys joining the Facebook page. We're kind of stalled at 250, 270. We need some new members. So if you're watching out there in YouTube land, go to Star Power Baseball on Facebook. It's free, costs nothing to enter, costs nothing to get in, and you will be kept up to date on all the latest Star Power Baseballs. I also give a card of the day out there. That's on Facebook at Star Power Baseball. This has been a wonderful experience. I've really enjoyed playing that game today, as you can see. And I got caught up, man. You will too. You'll enjoy Star Power Baseball just as much as we do here in the beautiful state of Arkansas and the gorgeous downtown Siloam Springs in the Cincinnati Razorback Room. You're welcome to come see us. Congratulations to Bob Mansfield out there. He was the winner of our trip. And we'll be seeing Bob Mansfield, who will visit the Cincinnati Razorback Room in October, November. We will be seeing him and watching parts of the World Series, sitting down with Robert Mansfield right here. And we'll do some kind of Facebook Live or a video or something with Dr. Robert Mansfield, one of the old horse Star Power players from way back. He's been playing since we started Star Power Baseball. You guys are lucky to be able to talk with him, and hey, any questions you guys, you can email me or text me. I love all of you. Great to be with you. Have a safe and happy Labor Day, and until next time, remember, dice are nice, but the spin to win is in. We'll see you next time on our next episode of Star Power Baseball.